onions. Touch of oil just in the pan. I want to get a little bit of colour to these. It's not like a classic French onion soup. We have to brown them really, really well. Just a nice light golden colour. So just keep those cooking away nicely. Meanwhile, I'm going to turn our attention to the classic soda bread. Now, in here I've got two different types of flour. I've got plain flour and I've got wholemeal self-raising flour, the darker coloured one. And then just a touch of bicarb soda, a nice pinch of salt, and then add buttermilk. It's really that straightforward. I'm just going to mix this together to form a dough. And this is the big mistake, I think, when people are making bread at home. They never put enough liquid into it. So don't be frightened to put more liquid than you think into the mix. So we'll just leave that to one side. Meanwhile, we can get the liquid into our onions. So for that, we use a bit of Irish stout. Good drizzle in there. Now this is going to give it some colour as well. Now we're going to add some stock. You can add chicken or beef stock for this, it's entirely up to you. And now bring this to the boil and gently cook this for about sort of 10-15 minutes, which gives us enough time to finish off our soda bread. Now you can see this mixture has come together nicely. Take a little bit of the flour on our board, and then we'll do two of these. Just dust the surface with a bit of flour, and then just do a little crisscross in the top. You can use your knife back of it. Now set the oven about 200 degrees centigrade, and this wants to cook for about 15-20 minutes. Meanwhile, your soup can just gently simmer. Now with this, we can make our own butter, and for that, all you simply do is take some double cream and you just whisk it up, because in my mind you can't have soda bread without proper butter. It is actually so easy to make yourself. So we just put the double cream in and whisk it up. And continue whisking it until it starts to thicken, and then it'll start to separate and make butter. Now it's a good idea though, once you've got it going in the machine and you've got whipped cream, to get a cloth ready. Because if not, you're going to probably need to redecorate your kitchen in a minute and change your shirt. About there, you technically made your own butter. Now what I tend to do is just squeeze it out over the sink. Grab yourself a bit of greaseproof paper, tip this out. Add a little bit of sea salt over the top. Now the soda bread's not far off, so I'll turn my attention to the soup now. So as the onions start to cook nicely, this starts to reduce down. You see you've got this wonderful colour. What we need to add is some cream to this. And then there's no thickening agent in this. So what I'm going to use is some lovely cheddar cheese. And we just break this up. It's a good idea to do this at the end rather than at the beginning, because the cheddar can split and separate. So once you get to that stage, take it off the heat. Season it up, decant it, and blend it. You can see the texture of it. It's delicious and full of flavour. And to serve it, you can just pop it into your bowl. The smell of this. A little bit of stout, the lovely onions, just tastes ace. You've got the lovely homemade butter, nice bit of soup. And I'm going to finish off with a few bits of cheddar cheese just on the top. A little chefy whizzle of cream. Just a little bit of olive oil over the top. Then of course you've got to have the fresh, hot soda bread. And the smell of this is fabulous. The hot soda bread with that delicious soup. You see, now you know how to make your own butter. Enjoy it.